hit the subscribe button. Or don't. I really don't care one way or the other. Welcome everybody to my latest video. So for this video we got something a little bit different. I'm not sure when I'll release this video. Maybe either before or after I show a video for the machine to which this item is for. As you can see, we have a pinball topper. Now, I think I'll release this video after I show the machine. So what we have here is a Godzilla topper. For, of course, my Godzilla pinball machine. Now, here's the thing. If you're one of the 5 people who watch my videos, you'll know that I released a video basically bashing Stern and their toppers, which to this day I still feel is legit. I think their toppers are overpriced. But the only reason why I got this one is because 1, I plan to mod it, and 2, it really pretty much didn't cost me anything. 0. I'll explain that with other parts of this video, but yeah, it, for the most part, I'd say maybe overall cost less than $100, which these things go for 1,000. Custom toppers are pretty much decorations with lights. Those can go for anywhere between $1,500 to $2,500. There's the TEP custom Godzilla topper. I didn't care for that one. That's like $1,500, $1,600. Yeah, Stern, I still think their toppers for the most part are just trash. The Labyrinth topper, I think, is extraordinary. The topper for my Spooky Pinball for Evil Dead, I think, is phenomenal. Yeah, that one's a little bit more than some of the others, but still, I think that one is worth the price in today's market. Now, again, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have gotten this one, but it, for the most part, costs me nothing. So the cost that's going into it is the modded components. I'll see how that goes. And yes, I will explain how this cost me nothing. Did I steal it? No. But there was some hustling involved, so to speak. So yeah, we'll get to that, and I'll show this later. Alright guys, so obviously I think by now you know what topper I have. And that's because I recorded these videos out of sequence. I've already released a video showing the new pinball machine that I got, at least new to me, and I actually filmed that after I filmed the first part of this current video. So obviously it's a Godzilla topper. Now, what a Godzilla topper looks like? Well, let's take a look right here. The official Stern topper is that. Now this runs for, $1,000, $1,000, $999.99. Is it worth it? No, not. I don't think it is. There are much better toppers, older ones. Right now, the 2 toppers that are blowing away pinball people are the Labyrinth topper and the Evil Dead topper. I think the Labyrinth topper is less than 1,000. The Evil Dead topper is like 1,500. But yeah, those are just blowing people away. Those are what a topper should be. Now, this, yeah, I don't think it's worth the price. Now, if we go based on the first part of my video here, and I told you, I really didn't pay that much. And there are secondary toppers out on the market. Look at that. Classic playfield reproduction topper for Godzilla. Got some of these type toppers, of course, people and just putting action figures up on their pinball machine. What else do we got here? You got these type of flat toppers. Nothing wrong with them. Now, excuse me. Oh, got a dry throat here. Now, I told you I didn't really pay the full price, and it really didn't cost me nothing more than a couple $100, which at a couple hundred, I think it is a good price. Now, this is where it gets my wording. Did I pay the full price to purchase it? Yes. Did it cost me money from my bank account? No. So let me go down, how this all came about. Normally, I wouldn't have got this in any way whatsoever. But I was visiting family over at my grandfather's house, which also acts as a storage area for some of my things. And for those of you who have been following me, at one time I used to be heavily into arcade cabinets. I used to buy, trade, and sell arcade PCBs, arcade cabinets. At one time I had probably a total of 18 machines total between my garage between my garage game room and my secondary game room inside the house. Slowly I got out of the arcade scene. It just wasn't amusing to me anymore, and it got really, really expensive for what I was getting. In the end, I kept some parts, put them in storage at my grandfather's house. These were some PCB games that I liked. I'm still holding on to one or two just in case I ever decide to get another cabinet again. But I also had a lot of stuff which I didn't want to throw away, and I kind of held on to. And this is stuff that really individually wasn't worth a whole lot. I'm talking buttons, harnesses, joysticks, brackets, stuff like that. I even had a couple of CRT monitors which were defective, need a total overhaul. I had some PCB boards which were not complete. They were being used as scrapped parts, basically taking parts from these boards to fix other boards. Just a lot of stuff that individually was not worth much, but as a whole, to the right person, it was worth something. Now, I had for the most part forgot about this because it's been a couple years since I've been into the arcade scene, and I was visiting down there. Some other family was there, friends of other family, and my cousin had a friend who was there, and he was really getting into arcades, big time, like just full blown into it. And we got talking, and he was just mesmerized by all the stuff that I had, which, again, I was like, okay, well, yeah, it is what it is, and he wanted it. I don't know if he's planning on opening up an arcade anywhere where he lives, or it's just for his personal use, but he's like, yes, I could use all the stuff, I need it, tell me a price. So we negotiated, and we worked out a really good price, got about, I'd say, total about $450. Now again, it was a lot of stuff. Buttons, joysticks, harnesses, brackets, PCBs, mostly non-working. There was a few working PCBs that I just had that I got in other trades that I totally forgot about. A couple monitors. There was some lots of arcade manuals. Some Japanese stuff for Japanese arcades, such as the Vuelix, Astro Cities, stuff like that. It was just like phenomenal. I could get rid of it and make a profit. And 30 days ago, I didn't even think about this stuff. And truthfully, had this not occurred, the stuff would still just be sitting because I really didn't want to. I'm the type of person that I wanted to go to a good home. And so that was $450. Okay. Now that led into another conversation with I was telling someone at work about it, and they were like, "Oh, you're into pinballs." Yes, I am. Look, I'm having this issue with my pinball. Please, is there anything you can do? I'll pay you. Techs are way too expensive, and this and that. And I'm like, okay, sure, make a few bucks here and there. That led to someone else, one of their friends. No. That led to another conversation with another coworker who, well, yeah, another coworker who was barely getting into arcades and pinballs, not a lot, but they need help setting things up. Again, that was only like $50. But anyways, all these things, it was a domino effect of all these things that happened, and it basically gave me enough money to purchase the topper. Now, the reason why I say that it didn't cost me anything is because I originally was not going to go to my grandfather's house for this visit. I was, it was one of those weekends I just wanted to stay home and do absolutely nothing. And had that happened, you know, I still would not be, with a topper. I wouldn't even thought about it. But this domino effect happened, and that's why I personally consider it, really didn't cost me anything because it's money that I never would have had in the first place had I not decided to take a trip. Coincidentally, a little less than half of it had to deal with arcades and pinballs, and there was some other stuff. Some other monetary gains I made. Basically, went on a forum, sold some legit PCBs, some good stuff that I was going to hold on to with my others, and I said, okay, why not? I totally forgot about this one. To give you, it was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles board, 4-player PCB. I remember the story on this. I actually sold it originally on the KLOV forums, and when I went to go get it, a guy paid me. This happened a couple years ago. Went to go get it, and I'm like, I cannot find it. I cannot find this anywhere. Refunded the person his money. I'm like, I have no idea what I did with it. Yada yada yada. If I find it, I'll contact you. But it was in storage, and so since that's not one of the games that I wanted to hold on to, I was like, okay. Kind of forgot about this one. Thought I had sold it. Apparently, I'm just a dumbass. But yeah, that added a nice chunk of change. So, yeah. Now, let me show you what I've done with my pinball topper, because it's not just, this. Where is it? Yeah. It's not just this. So, give me 1 second. Alright guys, so you've seen what a regular Godzilla topper looks like. Let me show you what I got. Or actually, more along the lines of what I've done. And you just saw my finger. So, it's not complete. This is probably just part 1. There's other things I plan to do this topper. This is what I have so far. In the end, if I do everything that I plan on doing, it's going to be really awesome. But for what I have right now, and as you can see, I haven't done much. I've added some figures. I've added some Tesla towers, wired up said Tesla towers, and those are interactive with the game at certain points. So let's just give it a quick playthrough. Nothing fancy. Basically just so you can see how the topper interacts.
This just in. Godzilla has been spotted coming out of the ground in Tokyo. messages from Bonus. Don't worry, he'll be right back. Kaiju battle ready. Lock is lit. Shoot the scoop. We are tallying up the damage done to the city thus far. Godzilla's heat ray is building. Godzilla multi-ball. We are tallying up the damage done to the city thus far. Godzilla is getting ready to use his heat ray. Stand back.
Sir, I've just discovered a flying saucer.
We can't tell what's happened yet. We'll send a report as soon as we know.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.